I'm Evelyn Chen, and this is my story. Have you ever had that experience that just feel like the things always seem easy to you, all of a sudden become so hard? That's how I felt over the past year. I've never thought talking to others could be that hard for me. I'm just an outgoing person, and when I came here, I thought everything's gonna be great. I told my mom, my dad, I was really confident. I was like, yeah, Mom, don't worry about me. I'm gonna have a lot of friends there. And as I actually started here, I felt like I couldn't really get involved in anything. Seemed like everyone has their own circles of friends, their way of lives. They all had like really great life. And like I couldn't really get involved in anything because I didn't want to step in. And it seems like there wasn't much space for me to step in. And I didn't want to disturb the harmony. So I just remained outside. And gradually, I feel like I lost the confidence about myself, about being myself. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. And a lot of times, I just didn't know how to react. I really wanted to make friends, but it seemed like I couldn't. As time went on, I lost confidence more and more, so I just remained silent, because I thought it's better to be ignored than to be disliked or hated. I would rather people think me as just a girl who is shy all the time, who doesn't really want to talk. But I don't want people to dislike me, I guess. It was painful to remain silent, but it was safe. I really wanted to open myself, but I couldn't. I didn't know how to establish friendship with others. And in the meantime, I feel like my connection with my old friends was declining. They all seemed so happy without me. They seemed having their new friends, their new lives. And I felt like I was just the one who's gone. No one cared about me anymore. I know it's very easy for people to lose connections with those people whom they're no longer meeting every day. But I still couldn't understand. I wanted to be cared, to be loved. But probably they just left. Or probably they just couldn't care as much as they did before. And it was hard for me because I really couldn't establish any new relationship here. And I also lost the one that I had. And I just told myself, everything's gonna be fine. So every day, what I could do was to smile to myself, encourage myself, saying that everything's gonna be fine. But everything's not. I really had so much emotions and so much sorrows. And I couldn't remember how many nights while I was sitting in my room by myself. I just kept asking myself, is there anything wrong with me? Or probably I'm just not a good person. But there was no one that I could turn to tell my sorrows and feelings. And I couldn't even tell my parents, because I didn't want them to worry about me. And so I just held everything back. And one day I just couldn't hold the emotions anymore. And I told one of my teachers. I told her that I was so unconfident about myself. She showed me a couple passages, and she told me that there's nothing wrong with me. And she encouraged me that I should be confident about myself. After that, I started to read Bibles. As I read more and more and talked with her more and more, I gradually picked up myself. And it was so amazing that a person full of despair and disappointment like me could finally find myself again. It was just so incredible. And I still remember the feeling that I just started to smile, truly smile. In Deuteronomy 31:6, it says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you." Those people who care about me will always care about me. And there is one who cares about me all the time, no matter what. And he will go with me. He will carry me through all the darkness, all the loneliness, and all the hard time that I've ever experienced and I will experience in the future. There must be a time in your life that you feel like there's no one that you can turn to, and you have no hope, and you have no ways to move on, and you are just disappointed, distressed, and even you don't want to keep going. But there is hope, and as long as you just open up a little bit of yourself, you'll feel like the light is gonna shine in through, and more the light's gonna come in. And it's just, you should trust that there is one who is gonna go with you all the time, and he will never forsake you. He will be on your side every day, every moment. I'm Evelyn Chen, and that was my story.